The morning of October 7th dawned like any other. But as the sun climbed higher, a chilling reality unfolded in Rafah. Details remain shrouded in conflicting narratives, a chaos of accusations and denials. What is undeniable is the human cost. The world watched in horror as images, raw and brutal, flooded our screens. Lives were shattered, futures extinguished. The immediate aftermath was a blur of confusion and despair. Rescue workers frantically searched for survivors amidst the rubble. International news agencies scrambled to piece together the fragmented narrative. The event sent shockwaves rippling across the globe, leaving a chilling question hanging in the air. How could this happen? The world held its breath, waiting for answers, demanding accountability. In the age of instant connectivity, the tragedy of Rafah was no longer a distant event. It was a stark reminder of our shared humanity and the fragility of peace. The date, October 7th, was seared into the global consciousness, a grim testament to the unpredictable nature of our times. The global response to the October 7th events was immediate and multifaceted. Governments issued statements, some condemning the violence, others urging restraint. International organizations called for independent investigations. Aid agencies mobilized resources, rushing to provide humanitarian assistance to the victims. Public figures weighed in, their voices amplified by the global media. Social media platforms became hotbeds of debate, with users expressing a spectrum of emotions: anger, grief, fear, and despair. The events in Rafah ignited a firestorm of discussion on international law, human rights, and the role of the international community in conflict zones. The event exposed the deep divisions within the international community. Long-standing geopolitical alliances influenced responses, adding layers of complexity to an already volatile situation. The cries for justice reverberated across borders, demanding a swift and decisive response from those in power. In the digital age, news travels at the speed of a click. The events of October 7th were no exception. Images and videos captured on smartphones and shared widely on social media offered a raw and unfiltered perspective on the unfolding crisis. The immediacy and pervasiveness of this information flow had a profound impact on shaping public opinion. Social media platforms became virtual town squares, buzzing with discussions, debates, and calls to action. Hashtags related to the event trended globally, amplifying the voices of those directly impacted by the tragedy. Citizen journalists played a critical role in disseminating information, often bypassing traditional media outlets. This democratization of information empowered individuals and groups to exert pressure on governments and international organizations. The digital sphere became a battleground for hearts and minds, with competing narratives vying for dominance. The October 7th events underscored the power of social media as a tool for mobilization, advocacy, and shaping the global narrative. Section 4. Justice, a long and winding road. The pursuit of justice in the aftermath of the October 7th events is fraught with complexities. Investigations face numerous challenges, including access to the affected region, the collection of evidence, and the identification of perpetrators. The politicized nature of the conflict further complicates efforts to ensure accountability. Calls for an independent and impartial investigation echo from various corners of the globe. The International Criminal Court, or ICC, faces mounting pressure to launch an inquiry. However, the ICC's jurisdiction and its ability to conduct investigations often hinge on the cooperation of states, a factor that can be influenced by political considerations. The wheels of justice, as the adage goes, grind slowly. The quest for accountability is a marathon, not a sprint. It demands unwavering commitment from the international community, a dedication to upholding the principles of international law, and a refusal to let impunity prevail. Section 5. Shifting Sands, the lasting impact. The events of October 7th will have a lasting impact on the geopolitical landscape. The already fragile peace in the region is further destabilized, jeopardizing efforts to find a lasting solution. The trust deficit between parties to the conflict deepens, making dialogue and reconciliation even more elusive. The international community faces a pivotal moment. The response to these events will shape perceptions of its credibility and its commitment to upholding international law and human rights. The consequences of inaction are far-reaching, potentially emboldening those who perpetrate violence and undermining efforts to build a more peaceful and just world. The events of October 7th serve as a stark reminder of our shared humanity and the interconnectedness of our world. They highlight the urgent need for diplomacy, cooperation, and a commitment to finding peaceful solutions to complex global challenges.